Thousands of protesters of Myanmar's February 1st military coup marched on Sunday in towns from north to south, undeterred by the bloodiest episode of their campaign the previous day, when security forces opened fire on protesters, killing two. In Mandalay, demonstrators came to the aid of an injured man who was bleeding profusely after security forces fired on protesters on Saturday. Eyewitness footage showed men surrounding someone lying on the ground bleeding profusely. Another eyewitness clip posted online showed protesters running away from tear gas smoke. Police in Mandalay fired tear gas on Saturday to break up an anti-coup demonstration. Police and striking shipyard workers faced off for hours in the city. Some protesters fired catapults at police who responded with tear gas and gunfire, though it was not clear if they were using live ammunition or rubber bullets. Water cannons were used on protesters along a stretch of road on the coast of the Irrawaddy River. 2 people were killed in Mandalay when police fired to disperse protesting opponents of a February 1st military coup, emergency workers said, the bloodiest day in more than 2 weeks of demonstrations. Tension quickly escalated in Mandalay, where police and soldiers were confronting striking shipyard workers and other protesters. The demonstrators are demanding the restoration of the elected government in Myanmar, the release of elected leader Aung San Suu Kyi and others, and the scrapping of a 2008 constitution, drawn up under military supervision, that gives the army a major role in politics. The military has been unable to quell the demonstrations and a civil disobedience campaign of strikes against the coup and the detention of elected leader Aung San Suu Kyi and others. Even a promise of a new election have fallen on deaf ears. Police were unavailable for comment. Renowned Apollo 11 astronaut Edwin Buzz Aldrin on Saturday applauded all personnel at NASA and its Jet Propulsion Laboratory, JPL, on the triumphant Mars landing of the Perseverance rover. For the record, Aldrin is the second man to walk on the moon after Neil Armstrong during the Apollo 11 mission in July 1969. A native of New Jersey, he turned 91 in January. He is a promoter of endeavors by the U.S. space program to explore Mars, the next planet after Earth, away from the Sun. Aldrin, in response to the historic landing, acknowledged and complimented all staff at NASA headed by Jim Bridenstine, and especially those in JPL's control room. The space icon estimated that humans would reach the surface of Mars in 2030 or thereabout. The estimate is far earlier than what most people have thought. According to Aldrin, future missions will witness marked improvement, especially concerning manned missions. The U.S. is not alone in the mission to Mars. Other planned undertakings involve landing a smaller rover by China and a spacecraft from the United Arab Emirates that went into Martian orbit last week. Aldrin was previously in the news in January when he received his first coronavirus vaccine shot, just days ahead of his 91st birthday. I urge everyone to sign up for a vaccination as soon as possible when eligible to do, so that life can return to normal soon, Aldrin wrote on Twitter.